road. Pye comes through, then Caruso. Here's young Cameron Waters. He leads the Dunlop or Development Series, the second tier of the sport. Coulthard. He dropped it off the left side. Oh, Lowndes for the second time in 2 days is exploiting the limits here. He tried to go down the inside. He's still forcing it. How's the racer in Craig Lowndes?
We can do about that, unfortunately.
So you heard Fabian's reaction. Phil Keed needs to redress position. So he's done that.
Turn 2 makes him vulnerable. Craig will have a look up the inside here at turn 4.
He actually made contact and he didn't mean to. He didn't mean to bump that car at that time then. You never want to make contact at turn 3. So that was on for young and old. It was a great save by Dumbrell and a great bit of driving from Lowndes to get back out of it.
He just said
that. He's just struggling to hang on there.
Yes, the thing may have jumped sideways under load at turn 3 then. So Lowndes just emphasising, and in fact Paul's just yielded. Side here, he's close to doing it. He's done it. He's done it. That's actually quite a bold move. It's not actually done with yet. He's got it there. He's placed a tonne and a half in the right spot. That quickly turns into being a problem on the other side of the road. They will be 3 wide into 1. And have a go at Lowndes. He's almost motocrossing down there. He's rounded up on the outside.
Your own thing.
Here we go. Bit of action here.
Thompson and Craig Lowndes.
3 abreast. Good move.
I think he's in a vigorous battle here with Rick Kelly, and he wants to try and make amends for getting caught in that squeeze at turn 1. Now he's up the inside through turn 10, and look at Rick in the dusty part of the racetrack.
In the background as well for 3rd position, because Jace Richards was about 4/10 quicker than Will Davison last time around.
Lowndes up the inside
pounces and takes the race lead.
That's a result of the 2 tyres. He saved the 2 tyres on the up.
They're quite good friends, but this will be a vigorous race. And Lowndes doing a Jamie Whincup and sneaking down the inside at turn 8. Look at Paul Dumbrell just all over them, trying to find a way here.
He's got a hook on behind Lowndes, and he'll get up the inside of Steve, because Steve doesn't need to be high and wide there.
It's a very awkward space to be. Oh, crisscross. Been very well aware. He would have seen Craig in the mirror, and he just elected not to turn down on him then, because that was just going to result in a crunch between the 2 of them.
Then Mark Winterbottom.
This will be the late move by Lowndes on the inside of Dumbrell.
There was contact.
A little bump.
That these cars were all built together, and what they did, including Paul Cruikshank's cars, they actually had all the mechanics up at 888, and guys were working on cars at a point early in the build. They didn't know whose was who. Oh, I better get out of this.
Well, I tell you what.
Yesterday, here we go, Lowndes at the inside of Holdsworth. Good pass, well done. But what you do is you've got to start with this accelerated knock number up.
Interviews on the V8 Supercar Championship, and this is the moment on the Zinger replay that Craig Lowndes finally got that job done on Jason Richards. That put Lowndes into 4th position. And pretty good battle as well. This is the Zinger replay of Craig getting the job done. Almost got double crossed, but he gets it back and holds on to it.
And this could have been the same as last year. Have a look at this vision, where Lowndes and Courtney last year got caught up. There was no road there, and actually Craig did a really good job finally now making it stick into turn 4. Good pass. Steve.
Winterbottom back to 2nd. Here's the replay. Up the inside of Lowndes and Rick Kelly.
Onside at the last corner. His best shot will be turn 2 if he gets good drive out of turn 1.
Which is what he goes for here. Oh, Bernard hangs it, and holds on to it.
Big stay cool. He's trying real hard to stay in front, but he's just going to fall off the track. We don't want it to detain.
Here we go, he's run wide, here's the chance. Now this will get him alongside, but Craig's on the wrong side of him. But the problem is he's got to outbrake him on the outside. John McIntyre, look at Lowndes just on the charge here at the moment. This is on Steve Owen, and doing that. He is a maniac, isn't he? He does it on the inside at the bottom. Watch this. This was a really brave manoeuvre, and he stayed with it. I mean, Greg made it a little easier for him as well, but just the same, that's a very difficult thing to do when you're this close, and then you give yourself the shallow line into the fast right-hander. Craig's in better shape, so my radar was right that when they're switching things off in Jamie's car, that's a problem. Here we go, positional move here for Lowndes. gets it done easily. Garth just... still not easy, is it? Really to get in replays. Just focus on this for a minute, Neil. So... down the inside, and when you go shallow in there, you pick up more of the bumps, so you got all the bottoming and the...
One at Bathurst was 1977, the official factory team.
Look.
Big dive, and they're off the road. Lowndes is going to go by both. Great move, Craig Lowndes. Wow. It is better, but as you said, here we go, up the inside, good pass. And a very clever thing from Garth Tander, but he's just repaid him. He's just given him a little love bite on the right rear, just to return a compliment. And another one.
He'll give him another one.
62 out of 69. Lowndes goes up alongside his teammate. Remember, Lowndes on the soft tyre, but sooner or later they'll start to fade away. Can he do the impossible and make them work for him? He hits the...
He only just pulled it up there, and then this is where he actually got the job done. And in the end, Will just opened the steering up and gave him plenty of space.
We saw a graphic just before, if they finish where they are, Will's going to be down over 100 points for Whincup.
He didn't actually touch him. This is the replay, because I was curious to know whether or not he wiped across the back of the
play. This is Lowndes on Dumbrell. You're right with Lowndes. Up to the hairpin.
Paul's leaving space. Craig just sneaks it up the inside and gets it done. First gear, manages the wheel spin on exit, and here it is, the replay from outside the car, fairly textbook.
Now you can see ahead of Lowndes is Max Wilson, Mark Winterbottom. Steve Owens had some dramas. This is Craig Lowndes mowing his way through the field. Past Courtney and Wilson together. How's that for a move in turn one? Lowndes started 20. Murphy and Davison pulled away just a touch there from Todd Kelly. A little touch from Jason Richards.
And listen, like Lowndes just got to 100% throttle a little bit earlier then. That's going to give him the incentive he needs. And he's up the inside.
There's the job done.
Nice work, mate. Nice work.
David and Sandra Whincup as Craig Lowndes gets on the inside at turn 12, pulls up alongside Russell Ingall. Lowndes was throwing that 888 car around on this lap. It's going to be a drag race down to turn one. The super cheap auto car on the right-hand side of the circuit, the Team Vodafone car on the inside, 245 Ks into turn one. Two campaigners who do it beautifully. That was just
change. Lowndes on the attack. Looking down the inside at 3. Awkward place to do it. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. An amazing manoeuvre from Lowndes.
Unbelievable. What a way to get the race lead back.
Really impressed with the Owen Kelly drive here. He's mixing it with the regulars. There you go.
Mark Winterbottom's in that mix as well. I neglected Frosty in that little lineup that I had there.
Share the same colours, but in the end, drivers are their own separate entities. And maybe cloaked in the same colours. Oh, locked brake. Jamie makes a mistake. He's under pressure now and yields the spot.
That's all it takes, a tiny mistake. He wants to keep...
Degradation here, the way in which they degrade, it's going to continue to increase. Watch for the move down the inside by Lowndes, jumps out from underneath. He's got position, but Tander hangs on, tries to make sure there's a tonne and a half in the way. Now he yields.
We'll do that reasonably easy. Here's Lowndes, he's there.
He's onto him. Garth not really even bothering to, I mean, he just knows, he saw that thing looming in the mirror for a couple of laps. It would have been loud and large. So he's given him tons of space. Your dad, number 7's the total number of people that are working in the garage. 6 are actually permitted to work in the lane, of which one's the car controller. Look at this. 5 are actually therefore working on the car. Now Lowndes, wow.
That was all very nice.
Oh, he was super deep. He got in there. It was
asking about how far can he start pulling away from Mark Winterbottom's zinger replay here is never going to be pretty.
Oh, this is ugly.
Never, ever going to be pretty.
This is ugly.
It's ugly because not only did Jason end up off the road, but where Craig ended up positioning the car on in the left-hander at turn 8, it was all very messy. And here we go. It goes on by the look of it down to the last corner.
This is very lively. And he sneaks around, still up the inside. Good driving from both guys. Lowndes finally, so I don't know what they're going to do here, whether they actually let that run plus a lap.
Oh, serious held my breath then.
Who cares about time and laps? Lowndes is going for it.
Worry about the clock in a minute because Lowndes had 2 in the grass then and he got it done. In the weeds out wide with the dust coming off the back of the car. Here it is again. He didn't get it turned in enough and didn't get it up against or over the curb.
He's down in 20th spot, so well and truly out of order. And yeah, that was that move that we saw from.
Well, that's Lowndes-esque.
There you go. And we were waiting for it to happen. That's what we saw.
Lowndes and Holdsworth talked about this a moment ago. And crisscross move, Lowndes, not a bad idea to jump to the inside. He'd be unsighted for a moment, but Lee turns down. Now he gives him some space. Great exchange between these two. Those tyres harder, or is that car comfortable in doing that? This is this nice little battle here between Craig Lowndes and Mark Winterbottom. And Lowndes sneaking up the inside.
Carl Reinler's having to work his way.
This is for the lead. Winterbottom on the right, Lowndes on the left. He's got old but soft tyres. See how they behave under brakes. It's done it, yeah.
That we didn't see. He's got him. He's got him. Good pass.
Oh, smooth and fast. That's just brilliant. And taking advantage of your situation.
Craig threw it into the hole down there at turn 4. But when you go the other way, that's hard work.
Like you're 50 years older.
Like you're 50 years older. Oh, Lowndes, a monster move up the inside. He's got away with that one, and that was stylish.
Stylish.
Did you see that? It was under control. Seriously, he's...
Yep.
Look for the gap if there is one. He'll force it.
Down there, bang. Got him. Good pass.
It's not quite done. It's still not quite done. Wouldn't bet the house on it. Now, there's the one we talked about at 8. If you're just in the right spot, you can get it done. Garth says, I'll have a piece of this.
He's screen on Tander's car. Peg rocks all over him.
A rock chucking going on down there.
Lowndes is having a look at Stephen Richards now.
Got him.
Good pass.
On the crisscross, he got him. So
Was it
mark up another position to cross.
Exactly.
Here we go.
It's like you want to run for cover, don't you?
Yeah, women and children ducking everywhere around Australia.
Out of a 40-lap race, James Courtney is our race leader by a healthy margin, 8.8 seconds.
Got him.
If you could see in our commentary box, Neil Crompton just ducked as that pass was on. He thought that was going to be contact there between Craig Lowndes and Steve John.
Out of the sweeper, venture out onto those little puppies, and you'll be out in the weeds.
Oh, great pass.
That was very good.
That was a very good pass. What you do there is you get halfway into the braking area and you clear the brake and you...
He obviously has much better tyres. Watch out for CBJ behind.
Let him go. Okay, there's the call. So now this is Queensland Raceway all over again. That's fair. That is exactly fair. He's got the pace. I'm pleased to see.
Bergen and Tander, that's fascinating. 3rd and 4th. There's another interesting one that's starting to unfold also because Lowndes is reeling in McLaughlin. Lowndes is 7th at the moment and just stomping through the field. Here we are looking on board as he cleans up Andre Heimgartner. So pin it for McLaughlin, and he'll have to watch the way he comes off here. Try not to slide the car on the gear shift 2nd to 3rd. Lowndes has got more pace. He's trying to find a way. He wants to go the long way. And he's done it. That's a remarkable performance.
Inside, Rick is driving the wheels off this thing, trying to keep him at bay at the moment. And now Lowndes goes up the inside. They are almost neck and neck. This is going to be decided by an eye blink when they get to the critical moment, and Lowndes has got position. In fact, Rick just...
He had a crack there on the front straight before and snuck up the inside of Fabian Coulthard. For most of us, if you were confronted with an incident like yesterday, that would be hard. Lowndes straight back to racing mode and straight up the inside of Cameron Waters for spot number. He's hustling, trying to grab that 3rd spot away from Michael Caruso.
Caruso didn't change tyres at the stops.
So you just heard the confirmation on the radio there. Oh, dear. Craig has a look down the inside. This will be for position. He just does not have the grip at the moment, Michael Caruso. Mind you, as a...